What's up everyone, Anthony Gallegos here from IGN.com, here to do another Dota 2 character profile, this time on a melee strength hero called Axe. Axe wields his namesake, a giant axe, into melee combat. While not invincible, Axe can be very, very powerful if he's able to be in the right situation. One of the coolest abilities he has is one called a counter helix. Basically, anytime Axe is attacked, he has a 17% chance to return the attack or to counterattack. Anytime you see that red swing in a circle, basically anybody in a circle of him takes area of effect damage, and as he levels that up, it gets stronger and stronger. So the more people that are attacking Axe, the greater the chance he has to set it off. Meaning that someone who's attacking him might think that they have the advantage, only to suddenly have Axe counterattack over and over and over again and drop them really low. Another move he has is called Battle Hunger, which you'll see casted on a creep right there. So what that does is it enrages the creep. They start taking damage over time, and it also slows them. So they either have to kill something to end the damage over time, or they basically just have to take it on the chin. This is really good against enemy heroes because it basically forces them to either take the damage over time, which is good. Taking damage on heroes is always good. Or they have to turn and fight Axe, which is good because you want to close the gap with Axe, because he is a melee hero. Another powerful ability he has, arguably his most powerful, is Culling Blade. So right here you'll see I'm facing off against 3 champions, but when this one, Tiny there, gets low enough, all of a sudden I use Culling Blade, finish him off. It's basically one gigantic leap with his axe that comes down and does a ton of damage. Enemies that are below a certain damage threshold or a certain HP threshold will be killed outright. Otherwise they'll just take a little bit of damage. It basically makes people who stand up against Axe kind of scared because he might all of a sudden get them down low enough and be able to quickly finish him off. That'll often make them run from Axe early on, or if they don't, they got to face up against that. But obviously he's not invincible. He can try and face off against 4 people, but he's going to die. Here you'll see another really cool ability he has, and this one's called Berserker's Call. And what Berserker's Call does is it gives him an increased armor, which obviously is good because he needs to take it on the chin, and it also taunts the enemy into fighting him. Which is good because obviously when enemies attack him, they auto-attack, especially if they're a caster and they have a weak auto-attack. All of a sudden they're attacking him and they're triggering his counter helix, taking a ton of damage that they didn't expect. More importantly, it keeps them close to Axe, which is always important because he has to keep them close in order to do the damage. His auto-attack is his bread and butter. But he's not invincible, so you're going to have to make sure you take the right gear for him. Early on, one of the recommended items, which I think is really great, is the Stout Shield. This gives him an increased armor, allows him to take it on chin a little bit better. Health potions are also good because since he is up in the mix, he is going to lose damage. He is going to take a lot of damage, early on. Another great item is Kalen's Dagger. This is kind of a later in the item game, but obviously this will allow him to blink, close the gap, keep enemies close to him, obviously attacking, doing that counter helix, finishing him off with that Culling Blade. Remember, Axe has to be close to people to do, to be at his best. So that's a look at Axe, an upcoming strength hero in Dota 2. For everything Dota 2, keep it locked right here at IGN.com.